Here we are, breakfast is happening. How come it's so dark in here? Oh, maybe not. Doug's doing his third annual breakfast.
Johnny?
Oh no. I don't usually eat breakfast. I had about 3 of them already.
Dad, boiled fried potatoes. A bowl of fried potatoes.
Which one turns the kettle down?
I don't know. Dad, the cattle.
Weird, it's like at a time, it's like
We're good to talk to you, sir.
Gotta get a picture of him, Dave.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty well. How about you?
Great. Bill?
No.
You look like a wise old man.
No.
Nothing to say, nothing to share, nothing to add to the world's...
Good breakfast.
Well, that makes sense. That's probably as smart as it gets. Have a good breakfast. Except I don't like usually. Here we go. Got the dishwashers hard at work here.
Everybody's got a job.
I got the easy one. I get to take pictures.
Lucky.
No sleeping on the job now. We want narrative every second.
Actually, I'm the director, so
Action, cut.
the rector. We rector.
We wrecked it.
So,
Roll that wheel.
well, I'll be the squip whiter. Squeak. Maybe I'll go up to the camping area. Everybody must be sleeping in.
that I can't do with you.
Nice to meet you. Wonderful. Are you doing any of the labyrinth or anything like that this morning?
No.
Is it time? You have breakfast?
Morning.
How you doing?
Good. You here for breakfast?
You betcha. I brought my coffee though.
All right. Well, go help yourself. There's pancakes on the griddle and fries and all kinds of good stuff. Where is everybody? Everybody's sleeping in.
No, they're well.
They're drifting in. Did they do that sun ceremony or not? All right. Well, I'll go wake them up. I'll go videotape it. Well, breakfast is served.
Great. You're filming the world.
Oh yeah, I gotta record everything. There they are.
Fresh poop for sale.
Yeah. Doug's producing some more work for you.
Fill up the buckets there.
More,
We in the morning to you.
more bucket filling.
How are you this morning?
All right, how we doing?
Oh, just wonderful.
Got
Got the
number
poo.
one man again. Number one man in the number two business. Take a little walk up the trail here on the way up to the big meadow. See if anything's happening at the sun ceremony. We'll save some tape. You guys do the sun ceremony?
Guten Tag.
Is it over?
Dobrý den, ja. Bonjour, monsieur. Ah oui, ça va? Ah,
You
Mugarakarane.
You remember?
Mugarakarane.
Guten Tag.
Kwediane.
Guten Tag.
Oh ja, bisou.
Morning. Anybody in the great? Anybody in the meadow?
Not in the meadow. There's somebody in the tent changing.
Oh, I can get that.
You can take a picture of that. Oh, watch him.
We have the screen here. So they didn't do the sun ceremony, or? Oh, I was gonna record it. Oh well, that's all right. We'll have another one tomorrow. Here's the medicine wheel. So the eternal hose.
And each person brought a stone and a crystal. And then we buried the stones and sang, or did earth activation with the drums. And then we did singing through the heart with Glastonbury well water to connect ourselves to the heart chakra of the earth. And then we used the crystals and pulled in the cosmic energies and really formed a bridge. And at the end, people just spontaneously put these flowers down. They brought them for the ceremony.
Yeah.
And it just was like, you know, that's what we were as a group in silence. This was just...
Yeah.
Where was this, say?
This was in North Vancouver, Francis Hamer's home. And this was just a personal shrine that I did on a beach, honoring the four directions of black, white, gold, and red energies, and the cross directions. And this was a prayer of gratitude again for some friends that have been visiting. We had an awesome visit, so I was just sort of laying my thanks down. This was just a simple one in the fall. I just felt to put the leaves there, and I love the way the trees were growing right on the rocks. So I was just highlighting that place by just gently moving a few leaves. This was a little spiral meditation garden on Bowen Island. And so that's braided grass with a spiral, and again the medicine directions with the stones. And another meditation garden, I used to sit there and face that with spiral.
Is Bowen by Laskeety?
Bowen is near there. Yeah, it's off of Vancouver Island. It's on the way to the Sunshine Coast. And the ferries pass by it to go to Vancouver Island too.
Ever hear of a girl named Saber?
No, I wasn't there long though. So this is my shrine on Bowen, deep in the forest. And there's a stream here, and there's 2 bracken ferns and a bunch of rocks in here. And so what I would do is go every week and visit the shrine. And nature would do a piece, like a spider web or a little flower or something would happen, and then I would add a piece. And so over time this thing built up, but just very slowly. So I would go and see what had changed, and there was always something that was different. And then I added a piece. So that was a co-created shrine. This one was celebrating the feminine energy. So we had a group of girls and women at a beach, and we had a sharing circle of what it was, what our femininity was, what being a woman is, a female. And then we built the shrine against, there's a tall tree here to honor the feminine energies. So these are all pieces done in silence together, clearing out the soil and laying some things down. And then we spoke afterwards of what these pieces were, like what they symbolized, and prayed and toned over it to radiate those energies. So that's a detail of a little medicine woman that again carries the 4 directions in her, north and the south, the east and the west energies, and then the sun in her heart.
And the colors of the...
And the colors of the colors of the, right, they were laid in them. And that was, the center, one of the centerpieces. And then these are shrines for the 13 moons of the year. So I'm doing a series. Each moon, I have women's groups I run that use the theme for a month and do some artistic creation with it and share. So this one is Talks with Relations. So there's 2 trees here, and we wove old man's beard and witch's hair, angel's hair, in a hoop. This is an opening here, offering communication with all life forms. And then we put on them prayer flags, mirrors for the fairies, little bells, honoring the antler people.
The fairies like to look at themselves.
And the fairies love mirrors and the shining light. And there's a little bit of bear grease in here and some crystals, and so we just dressed the shrine. And then I would go up there and really sit and commune with the life forms around. That was January's moon. And this one is Wisdom Keeper, which is accessing the wisdom of the stones, knowing that the stones are our libraries, our record keepers. And so this was a shrine built on a beach, painted rock beach. And so it was a 6-pointed star, but it was really about just communicating with the whole beach is total stones and rocks. And then we swept away the edges. That's a detail of the 6-pointed star in the middle. And then this one is Weighs the Truth, which is about balance. So on the top of this rock we did the male cosmic spiral going this way, and then it feeds into the female earth spiral and below. And then we put an arrowhead in the female one, sort of representing the male energy of females, and a golden heart in the male one. And then underneath here, there's vortex rocks. These are all rocks that are found in very powerful vortexes. And again, the 4 directions. And then this heart rock we found, and this stick, again, just showing balance, discrimination. And these are almonds left for the nature spirits, fairies to have. And this was a detail of the upper spiral. So we took this moss and pinned it with little sticks so it wouldn't blow away.
Yeah.
It's still there months later. This one is looks for a woman, and this rock is really that color. It's a copper mine. It has copper sulfate, and so to me, like looks for a woman. Her colors are pastel, and to me this is like sort of a launching into looking into the future, with this being the present, and this is the future, and sort of this looking with 7 chakra stones, and these are tulip petals and leaves. Just a little detail of looks for a woman. And then this one is listening woman, which is about the layers of listening. So this was the top of the ground, the earth, which was moss and bark, and then the next layer in was the sand. So I started to create a hole for listening. And as I dug deeper, I found this other kind of sand. It was totally different, so I made an antenna. And then went down, and there was another layer that had gritty quartz, so that became a connection to the divine. And then the last layer underneath was water. I hit the water table.
Wow.
And so again, these 5 layers, and of course at the very bottom is water, spirit, our connection to all life. So so there's the 13 moons, and this is listening to the earth, this is listening to ourself, and this is listening to the cosmic energies. So again, it's sort of 3 pieces to the shrine. And we were doing a flower essence workshop, so that I used a lot of the flower petals because the lupins and the daisies had offered themselves. So I used those colors. And then this one is Storyteller, about, this was a medicine walk. I'd almost drowned, and so I was taking a walk to understand the experience. And this was a Fry Canyon, so there's this huge abyss here, just deep, with this roaring water. And so for me, I got right to the edge of the abyss and really felt that the new world was on the far shore.
Right.
And I talked about that. So this is the paths that lead to the edge of this boulder, which is white moss lined with pine cones. And I just sort of followed the contours of the rock. And again, our path being light, but it's lined. Like if we get off our path on either side, we hit the shadows.
Yeah.
And all the trails lead to the edge, no matter which way we go.
Yeah.
So there's another detail of it, going to the edge. All right, and then there's, this is a wheel for healing we left on a beach in Caslow. Each woman took a different color rock, so there's pink, green, brown, white, red, gold, and black rock. So we drew, there were 8 women, and we drew this form and did a lot of work with healing. And then spontaneously put this around. When we finished, we joined hands, and we were exactly the size of this circle. And it was on the beach in Castle for months, like people's dogs, until the lake flooded it. If people's dogs would run across this, they'd go and fix it. And we had all kinds of stories about how people had honored this and on the beach. This was, again, Ways the Truth. Our group did this one.
Running out of
Okay. Anyway, so this was, going up and going down into the earth. And this was a huge labyrinth we did with a 9-pointed star with runes in it for the equinox. And this was a labyrinth on Caslow on the beach. This is the big...
Always. Just like always, always, always?
What an interesting name.
Yeah, it's a given name. I gave it to myself.
As mentioned, I was trying to get a little more in touch with myself, and there's a little bit of a story to that. In that I've been kind of emotionally kind of repressed when I was growing up, and I think part of the reason was because my father was kind of an alcoholic who didn't really show that much emotion, so that was kind of the model I had to learn from. But I Because there's a creative theatrical component to these too. And I love it. Yes. So, enough of this, and I'd be happy to pass this on to everybody else.
Whee!
I'm frightened. I'm frightened of everything I know and I don't know. So it's been kind of hard for me. A lot of you know me as Barry. Barry. Anyhow, I was just going to say, a lot of you know me as very sensitive, but more of you know me as Pete Sands. I think I'm two-sided. I'm afraid, and yet I'm strong. I'm happy, and yet I'm kind of sad. I'm confused, and yet I know it all. So,
Sound like all of us.
I guess, yeah, I'm all, like all of you, and I just, you're probably thinking I'm going for the hugs, but yeah. But no, about 20 odd years ago, I found out I didn't like fish. I'm just going to tell you a bit about it. That's my life here. And a year ago, I found out I didn't like raw fish because I met this Japanese girl. And I don't know where I'm going with this. But it's been very good to me, and I believe I've been very good to her. And I think everyone needs someone special to relay with. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Yeah. Who else needs?
I'm feeling so much better than last night. I got up at 5 and was jumping on ferries and taxis and ferries and I'd never ridden on the SkyTrain. You know that? It's the first time I ever rode the SkyTrain. I lived in Vancouver for years. I'm much more pleased to be here now. I feel much more like myself after a good night's sleep. I like turning in circles. I enjoyed that 2 years ago. It's quite a trip. One of the things I've been working on a lot over the last couple of years is peace, bringing peace into myself. Because I quit coffee because I have this hyper, and having peace inside is I finally realized it was as simple as actually just sitting there quietly by yourself and going inside. I've been looking for it everywhere. I actually was decided to do some service work, and a woman named Jean McLaren on the island, who's a raging granny peace activist for years. She's been thrown in more jails and chained to more trees than my hero. But that's not the way I wanted to do it. I wanted to find another way to find peace that was more lasting, and I could pass to everybody that I meet, and not just the people who chain themselves to trees and got arrested at nuclear sites. So Jean's an awesome woman, if any of you have ever met her. So, and I'm also a procrastinator, like P-words. I got the message about a year ago to start doing peace meditations, and I thought, oh, why rush a good thing? We'll just let that sit in the back. And I actually get physical energy shoves. When I was here 2 years ago, I'm shy about speaking, and a couple of times I'd be sitting there, and there'd be this energy that would whack me in the back, and it would like shoot me out, my spirit out like 6 feet, and it was like a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Anyways, it was an awesome experience a couple of years ago. So I'm finally doing the peace meditation, and I've had some fairly amazing energy stuff happening to my body, and I keep getting bad arriving right on time for Gabriola Island time, by the way, for the 9 o'clock meeting, because I'm now on time for that. One of the things I'd like to suggest for tomorrow morning is that we convene the whole group of us at the peace meditation. Up in the medicine wheel, and actually start the day up there as the group. So that's a friendly amendment to the two of you, I think, are to think about it. Because that was one of the things that I saw. I didn't know this meeting was happening, and about 3 or 4 weeks ago I kept getting this idea that this meeting should happen, and I thought, I really don't know most of the people here. I thought, oh great, so I got to figure out some way to find all of you this day, because I didn't know that the meeting had gone on last year. Then Menno called and said, oh, by the way, there's a meeting going on. So I thought, great, that one's taken care of. And then I kept getting this idea of this big meditation for peace and world love, which I think is just so crucially needed.
And I'd go to fabulous places and see wonderful things. The thing that I was
Nice to have a while someone we're here though.
I don't think $2 is going to cost anybody too much money. Ooh, is that mine?
No. Get down there quick.
All right, all right. You shouldn't tell me like that. See, how Esther knows how to get rid of me.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You get it. Thank you, Esther. Give us the machine.
You want to, who wants to? You want to do some taping?
No, thank you. I don't need.
Will, you want to tape some? I'll have to stop and eat. Yeah, we didn't get you on camera yet. Hmm? What's your words of wisdom for the planet? Got you when your mouth's full. Okay.
Quit reading the books. Just
I
go
like
with
that. I like that.
Just go with them. Save yourself a lot of money, a lot of time.
See if
the
I
answer's within.
see if I know a lot, you must yes a lot, right? All right.
I met this friend who brought me to a friend's house. Who brought me here.
Hey, dear. Words of wisdom.
Life.
That's only one word. You gotta have words.
Can you add any words of wisdom, Dane?
This guy looks like he's having fun. Are you a fun kind of guy? You got a perpetual grin? You look like you're up to something all the time, huh?
He's a life kind of guy.
He's a enjoyment. Life's here to enjoy, right? That's good.
And respect.
Eat, drink, and be merry. Well, you're too young. Well, you can drink water. That's good. And Delia's having a good meal there. That looks good enough to eat. We were doing an interview with the food earlier, and it was. I figured it was serving a good purpose. Okay, words of wisdom. Words of wisdom.
Boy.
I don't know, but wouldn't that be nice?
We eyes dumb.
Words of wisdom.
Tell us all you know.
I'm speechless.
Tell us what you know.
I don't know nothing. I don't know anything.
You mean nobody would follow you? You know? No followers. No.
No, nothing.
You haven't heard a good joke lately, have you?
No,
Have you heard the
joke.
one about...
Yeah, any joke.
No. So I gotta go. I'll be right back.
We love dessert.
Is this meal constant? Or has it been going on for about 3 hours?
Who gave you another tape?
Yes, Sean did.
You filmed me when I had my appetizer. You filmed me when I had my main course, and now you're filming me when I have my dessert. You're making me look bad. You know that?
Because all you do is eat.
I'm a growing boy.
Yeah. All right. Okay, eating again.
Who made the raspberry torture?
I don't know. I'm
thank you.
I guess I'll have to stop. Esther gave this to me so I would stop taping, but I'm going to do both. Here, we haven't got you on tape here. Words of wisdom. You got about as many minutes as you want to talk to the planet.
Wisdom.
Yeah. Tell us all you know.
Wisdom's in Mother Earth.
All right. And how do you tap into that wisdom?
Through the elders.
And who are the elders? People with gray hair?
Yes.
Was that good?
And gray beards.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah. Did you hear my question? Oh yeah, you were saying. He was asking if there was another one in the oven.
Well, I think I'm going to have to stop here and eat this. Shannon, did you?
Trying to do here.
I'm trying to. This is bribery. Shannon, did you get some? Did you get some already?
And my Taurus rising makes me stubborn about being picky. And my Cancer moon makes me cry about being so stubborn.
Offer it again. Come on, John.
All right.
That's good though. That's very.
Yeah. And then my moon is in Scorpio, and that makes me always try to fix these crazy people.
Moon
in Scorpio.
Always?
No, Venus in Scorpio.
Oh, okay. Mine
Makes
is
me.
too.
Are your Venus
Really?
Yeah, and so is my Mercury in Scorpio.
My Mercury's in Leo.
Is yours too?
No.
No.
Oh, thank God.
After Catherine's talked
What does
about
that
the
mean?
seventh thing, can someone give me some feedback on Mars conjunct Pluto conjunct Uranus in Virgo?
This guy probably can. I think it means we all move to another sitting area and leave Kester up here.
Well, I'll put it this way. You're sitting on Uranus.
Enlightenment.
I don't know.
Remember that.
I'm too much on this tape. Go away.
I know where my planets are.
Okay, you guys have any words of wisdom for the planet?
I just love to walk around in a beautiful garden and enjoy all this heavenliness.
All right, you guys just got here?
Yeah, we just got here.
Good. Well, there's a big get-together at 9 o'clock inside the structure.
Oh, great.
In heaven. We call it heaven.
The heaven.
We're all going to meet in heaven.
The big heaven structure.
Yeah. It's not Heaven's
the
Gate.
underground.
It's not Heaven's Gate.
The underground.
There's no gate. Yeah. People didn't realize that heaven was underground.
Yeah,
They
well, there
always
it is.
thought-
Yeah. We thought it was above ground.
But you know the difference between heaven and hell? See, in heaven, well, they're both the same situation. Everybody's naked and they have big spoons and hot boiling soup. Now in heaven, everybody is, well, in hell, everybody's trying to eat the soup with themselves with the big spoons, and it's getting all over their bodies and they're scalding themselves and burning themselves. And in heaven, everybody is taking the big spoons and they're feeding each other.
Oh.
And that's the difference. Same place, it's just the way the people treat each other.
It's beautiful here.
Oh yeah, this is heaven, all right. You guys made it. You're there.
Yeah, we're in heaven.
On the pathway to enlightenment. Gotta walk past the dogs though, they'll trip you up every time.
Jelly's another way to go.
Okay, words of wisdom. Anything?
Saskatoon berries.
Oh, eat Saskatoon. And huckleberries. I've got it. Huckleberries and hazelnuts. That's the secret. Everybody eats
Well, you know,
Saskatoons, huckleberries, and hazelnuts will never have to work again.
Just ask Sarah how to make jelly from Saskatoon berries.
How do you make
It's a very
jelly?
wise process.
You know those moulay things they're
Yeah.
called that
Yeah.
you put tomatoes, cooked tomatoes through to get the seeds
Right.
out, and there's little holes. It's a cone shape, and there's little holes in it, and there's a wooden thing
Any
that
sort of a
goes
press would
around
work.
like that. Yeah, any sort of a press that will get the seeds and skins out, and it comes out as a natural jelly. When the Saskatoons are raw, you put them through this press. It comes out like natural.
You mean you get rid of the
jello.
seeds and the
You
skins
get rid of the seeds
and whatever's
and the
left?
skin, and
Yeah, there's
whatever's
so much pectin.
left is jelly because
Do you
there's so
have
much
some?
pectin that what?
Did you bring any with you?
No.
We can
But-
make some here though. I saw
Yeah,
some
there's
Saskatoons over there.
Saskatoons and there's blueberries here too.
We'll make Saskatoon
And-
jelly.
And then you have Saskatoon jelly, but
The best.
it's the best, eh? And once you heat it up though, it loses that jelly gel. It loses that gel. As long as they're
Room temperature?
uncooked, then they'll turn into jelly right away.
All right, we got some people that want to be on camera. All right, words of wisdom, guys. What are you going to tell us?
He's got a fly in his eye.
What's the secret of life?
Have fun.
No.
No, that's not it.
Yeah.
To know the secret of life.
What is it?
That is the
But if you
secret
told
of
us it wouldn't be a secret then, huh?
That's right.
I don't know the secret though.
You don't know the secret? I
Nope.
thought you knew all about it.
But there's an old man in the Himalayas that knows it.
Okay, how do we get there? Do we hitchhike or?
No. You watch Asterix and Obelix and you can find it.
She's been giving you secrets? Okay, what about you? What's the secret of life?
He doesn't know, I guess.
Doesn't know? Anybody know? Who knows the secret of life? Johannes knows. Johannes, tell us the secret of life.
Smashing your camera!
Yeah, no.
Stay alive.
Live as long as you can, right?
Yes, that's right.
Hey, I thought about this the other day. I want to live to be 1,000 years old.
And die happily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do it together.
No,
you got a head
I'll
start
do
on
it
me.
before you.
Yeah, you got a head start on me. That's not fair. Well, we're all the same age.
Yeah. No.
We're all one.
Yeah, we are all one.
Hey, grab some food. There's plenty of it. Oh, there he goes again. He's got all kinds of tricks here. Are those ears attached to the nose? Okay, pull the nose. Pull the nose and see what happens to the ears.
It's sort of hard to explain the mechanical devices.
Okay.
All you gotta do is twitch these and the tongue comes out like.
Oh, okay. Try that again. Is this something you invented? Is this a new machine? What do we call it?
I don't know.
Try it again. That worked pretty good. Oh, okay. You pull the ears and the tongue comes out.
Yep.
All right. I'll have to try that. Thanks. Okay, what's the secret over here? Trying to hide information. I know, you guys are aliens, we can tell. Anybody in there? No. Let's see what the dome is up to.
It's the cameraman, Mommy.
Oh, is he going to come in?
He filmed me making faces. He filmed me making
Yeah, this is CC 6 o'clock news. How come everything's upside down? I must be words upside down.
I hope it is upside down. Because then I might look funny.
Okay, try it. Come on over here. I'll see if I can. I don't think it's going to record upside down, but it looks. I'm going. Okay, guys. Anything? Any jokes or anything? Anything worth recording? Talking.
Blah 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 blah.
Huh?
I said blah 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 blah. And blah 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 blah.
Hey, come here. Holding it over here. Well, maybe it just means I have to. They really had it together.
A lot of bonus in there.
It's nice that you kept a good sense of humor.
Well, you know what CIA stands for?
Oh, tell me.
Crack in America.
Back in America?
Crack.
Crack?
In America.
Crack in America? You mean St. Andreas is full? It's her?
Hey, Prism.
Sometimes.
Who's your friend, Prism? What's her name? Amanda? How old are you? How old are you, Amanda? What is it? Azalea. How do you spell your name? Oh, good. Oh, I understand. You very cute.
What do you do with that?
I take pictures of people, and you can see this later on the TV. You'll be a big TV star. You'll be on television. And Prism will be on TV. Prism will be on TV. Oh, she's gone. I guess she won't. Well, what it is, it's Octogram's village.
Still here?
Always here. I'm always here. Always, always, always. See, always in spirit or in body, either way.
Yeah, in a different form, but here.
What do you do always?
Always.
What do you do when you're in LA?
I spread the word.
Yeah. That's good.
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
Just come down to LA and I'll show you. Fair enough. You guys are invited down to.
Whereabouts in LA?
Suffer through Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I've never been
It's
down
beautiful.
there.
It's beautiful.
I'm originally
See me? No, I call it See We Valley. No, See Me Valley.
So where's that?
That's outside LA. We've got coyotes and we got. Explain this here. Is there anything in there?
There's something in here. I don't think there's much in here right now.
So you're getting electromagnetic energy force.
Yeah.
Recharging the brain.
Yeah. Recharging my brain. My friend Ted, they were showing how far this went through, and you spun it, how far it went through, and my friend Ted said, "Why would you want it to?"
Ted is a trip. Yeah.
It's just a matter of grounding, let the energy run through its power levels. So think of two metal rods coming out of the middle of your feet, the bottom of your feet, going right down into the earth, right down deep in the Mother Earth, as close to the center of her as you can put them.
Downtown Seattle is
just a white light miles away. That's why going down through you, touched every DNA, every molecule of your energy, that energy that starts straight down.
Native American, one side is positive, the other side is negative. And down below it, listen to this man.
They were hoping that they would get
Oh, you want to go? Okay. Okay.
That's all you have to hold is a matter of grounding. You can do this yourself.
We know that.
Yeah. We should know better.
We should know better.
You just call it next time.
Thank you so much.
Headache be gone.
It's amazing.
These are headache-less people.
Headache healer.
Yeah. But a lot of it's in your head, you know. Actually, it's all in your head.
Yeah, I really think I should be filming you. You're much more interesting.
Yeah, you're a better interview. Always. Much better
No,
interview.
it's. Hi, what's your name? What is it? Christy? How old are you? 8 years old? All right. Haven't been eating much, huh? You're not very big for 8. Oh, no, you're having a sandwich there. A cookie. All right. See you later. Gotta go see the drums.